Mentoring is what builds the foundation for everyone to be who they are in the next days of life, and I said that. So who are the mentors that affect us? Number one, our ancestors. And we probably don't know much about our ancestors. I don't know past my great-grandfather and grandmother about ancestors. But I know about the things that people tell me about them, and the kind of persons they were, and the kind of influence they had on people. And so in a certain fashion, they are still mentoring us, even though they passed on. But they did work hard, and they did sacrifice for the next generation. The most important link, I think, in mentoring are the parents. The parents of young people. You are mentored just by nature number one of who you are, by being a parent, and then number two, by your presence and what you say, do, and how you treat the young people who are your children. And so the most important link, I think, when we talk about mentors are our parents, because we want to emulate and be like our parents, regardless of whether it's good or bad. So it's very important that we as parents understand that it's time for us to be fully involved and engaged with our young people and be the mentors that we should be. The next group of mentors I would think would be family and friends. Family and friends. I've got uncles and aunts who left a lasting impression on me in terms of their way of life and what they said, what they did, the behaviors that I saw, the things I emulated. So relatives and family and friends certainly play a big role, and they are mentors too. Teachers, the educational system. Those folks who have our young people in the classrooms every day, they play a big role. They are certainly mentors. And probably left the most indelible mark on any of us in this room, if we really think about it. The persons who left the most indelible mark on us would be the teachers. And I can remember mine from elementary school right on through the 12th grade, because they said something, they did something, they moved us along, and they gave us the proper guidance. So very important mentors. Pastors and spiritual leaders and the churches, the places that we go for that direction and guidance. And you know, I was chief of Lexington Police for 7 years, and I never made any bones about it, if you will. I never hid the fact that faith was important for me in terms of how I provided leadership for the Division of Police. Because I knew that if I tried to make decisions without calling on a higher power, I was doomed to fail. And so faith is important. I don't care who you are, what you're doing in life. If you get that all out of balance, you're doomed to fail. So faith is important. So pastors and churches and spiritual leaders are truly mentors for us. Then we have our associates, those people that we hang out with, friends and family, and the guys that we go to school with, and the ladies that we go to school with. They in certain fashion are mentors to us too. And then there are many others out there we don't even know. It's somebody we just pass on the streets. They may say something to us, or they may correct the action, and they in essence become mentors for us. So there are many different people and places who are mentors, and that's important to remember. Now remember, our mentors have laid very strong foundations for us, and it's up to each of us to succeed, whether we're young or old, and never stop learning, never stop trying to succeed. And the foundation that they laid is very important. And in life, we should always seek to be successful, but I think sometimes in life we try to get it the easy way. Try to shortcut it. How do I get rich quick? How do I get what they have? How do I get there without any work? Well, life ain't easy. And for young people, it's not going to be, so you got to work hard every day. I'm 60 years old, and it's still hard work. Can't drop my guard. You got to keep working at it to be successful. So don't think that it's ever going to come the easy way. I'm not saying don't accept a leg up, if you will, somebody give you a little bit of help, a little bit of money if that helps you get started, to get your education and all. But I'm saying you have to work hard yourself. You got to have an inner drive that makes you want to be successful, and not say, how can I get this myself? How can I get this a shortcut way? How can I get what they have, that car, those clothes? How can I do that? Because that leads to trouble when you're not willing to work hard for who it is you want to be and what you want to be. So don't rely on someone else to be successful for you. This is Anthony Beatty's formula for success. It's not scientific, don't mean a thing, but it worked for me. So I'm just going to tell you what I know. You take it for what it is, and particularly for the young people. 4 or 5 things to be successful that you have to do. Number 1, self-respect. Self-respect. That means respecting yourself. Not loving yourself, not self-adoration, but respect and adore yourself to the point that you exude an aura about yourself that lets people know that you're confident in who you are. That doesn't mean that you're boastful or you're bragging, but you do feel good about who you are. So let's think about this. The next thing is self-respect, respect for others. But how can I respect someone else if I don't truly respect myself? So first of all, respect myself, And then I can certainly respect others. I can respect others' property, their rights, and they certainly have all the rights and freedoms and things that life has to offer. So self-respect, and then secondly, respect for others. I think Martin Luther King said it best when he said about self-respect. He said, what we do should speak so loudly that what we say cannot be heard. What we do should speak so loudly that what we say would not be heard. So who you are, what you are, the aura that you give is very, very important. And about respecting others, the golden rule applies here. I preached it from day one when I was police chief, because I knew with about 500 police officers dealing with the folks, and sometimes in the worst situation, that there could always be the opportunity for somebody not to be treated with dignity and respect. So the golden rule, and police heard it every day from me, regardless of what position they had. And from day one when they came to the academy to the day I left there, it was to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The golden rule. Treat everybody that you come into contact with the utmost dignity, the utmost respect, regardless of their race, their sex, their ethnicity, their religious background. Whatever plight you find them in life, treat them with the utmost dignity and respect. And you always come out a winner. If you don't, then you're going to be unsuccessful. Number 3, do the right thing. Sounds simple. The right thing. And that's the thing that you know that you would do when somebody is not watching, that you want to do something, or somebody is watching, you're not watching, but you might want to do something else. So you do the right thing, and you do it regardless of the situation that you're in, whether somebody's watching or not. And then you always have the opportunity to do the right thing. So do the right thing, and that's not easy. It's tempting sometimes to not do the right thing, but always do the right thing. And you don't know what that is. Something tells you what that is. All our consciences tell us what that is. So there's no hard and fast rule for what the right thing is. Number 4, learn from your mistakes. It's very easy to have something happen in life and think that this has happened, woe is me, it's the end of life as I know it. And that's not the case. Because the philosophy should be that when you make a mistake, that's a learning experience. And there should always be some silver lining to that cloud. There should be always some little bit of something that you glean from that experience that helps you in the next experience, that makes you a better person. So never think about, because the situation is bad, and you have a bad situation, a bad experience, that it's the end of the world. I had the opportunity to spend the day with Mr. Alex Taylor. Most of the young people in the room won't even know who Alex Taylor is, but a very famous author. Alex Taylor wrote the book and then the subsequent screenplay for Roots, a play that ran about 17, a story that ran about 17 weeks on television. And so back when we first did the Roots and Heritage Festival, I was responsible for the security detail for him, and I had the pleasure of spending about 2 days with him, and probably the most insightful 2 days I've had in my life. Our son, Anthony and Amber, were about 2 and 3 years old then, and they had this pleasure of going to meet Alex Taylor, and we drove him around all day, and we took him, we went up to his hotel room, and they went up, and I thought they would ask some important kind of question and something that had some substance to it. They wanted to know if they could have some of his candy. Just all in perspective. They were 3 or 4 years old, they saw the candy bowl. Alex Taylor did nothing for them. But Alex Taylor said something to me during that visit that stuck for life. I actually had it over my desk when I was in community services. And he said that he learned this about people and about life. And that's regardless of what it is that you're doing or what it is situation you're in, to find the good and praise it. Find the good and praise it. And I kept it on my desk because when you think about that, that makes sense. We can praise it, whether it's a person or the situation or what happened. So remember that success is attainable for each and every one of us. And to be successful, we're certainly going to encounter obstacles along the way. Nobody said it was going to be easy. But those obstacles should be just the opportunity to learn and step over them. And they should be just the stair steps to success. So try to find the good in the obstacles. They're there for a reason. If it was easy, if you get it easy, it's probably not worth much. So those obstacles that you have to overcome to be successful are there for a reason. I think the African-American author and educator Booker T. Washington said it best, that he said, one success in life should not be measured by the position that they've attained, but instead by the obstacles they had to overcome to gain that position. Very true saying. So congratulations to each of you. We do deeply, deeply appreciate your involvement and role with the PAL program, and particularly this Mentors program. Congratulations to each mentee who is graduating tonight, and certainly the mentors. I can't say how much we appreciate your role and involvement with some young folks in our community, and they deeply appreciate your opportunity. Thanks, appreciate being here. Enjoy your night.
Mr. Beatty. We truly enjoyed that. And if you would come up back up here for 1 second, I appreciate it. We'd like to present you with a PAL Mentoring t-shirt.
We also are going to present you with our certificate just in support of our mentoring program. We appreciate it.
I just want to say something. He doesn't know this, but we always, when we was at the PAL building in Bluegrass, Asheville, we would talk about Chief Beatty, and we would tell everybody he's one PAL. And so now you officially are our #1 PAL. Again, I want to talk about my mentees for just a second. When their smiling faces come through the door, we are very excited. Sometimes they come in just dragging in. Sometimes they can't wait to come in. And a lot of times, we're sitting right there just ready to make them smile or find out how their day has gone. A lot of times, not a lot of times, but sometimes the kids may get there before the mentors do. So Miss Lativia and I, Miss Connie, we'll get an opportunity to talk with them a little bit just to find out what's going on with the match. And when I say match, I mean the mentor and the mentee. And you'll be surprised, a lot of great things have happened through this program. And I hope the kids have learned some things. As you can see over here, we have the PowerPoint of a lot of the things we've done throughout this year. And we've done a lot of things. We've had over 500 pictures, wasn't it? So we've been snapping pictures of everything. Some you know, some you don't know. So when I call your name, I want you to come up here and we have a little something for you. The first person is not here. And Lester's not here. I'm going to call their names anyway. Lester Dempsey. Jamari Donaldson. Darian Ellington. Glover.